Hi to all Gunners fans around the world. Hi to all football enthusiasts all around the world. You are welcome to this exciting episode of the Arsenal Alchemy. We are bringing this on the back of a 4-1 thumping of Tottenham Hotspur by Arsenal at the Emirates. Congratulations to Eberechi Eze for scoring an unprecedented hat-trick. The first hat-trick in this fixture since the Premier League era. This is a wonderful way to introduce yourself to the Arsenal faithfuls, to the Arsenal fans. He has been written in the North London Derby history as the one and only guy at this moment to score a hat-trick. I am so excited. Before the game, everybody was kind of nervous. Everybody was kind of thinking Tottenham was going to pull a surprise, duly because of their away game record. They haven't lost an away game this season. And everybody was like, oh, they have the best away form. They were going to pull up an upset. But before I go into this game properly, please do press that like button and do subscribe to this channel. I love you guys. I want to keep doing this, but you have to subscribe. I have to talk to people. You have to subscribe. It is free. Now, without wasting your time, because I am super excited, I am ecstatic. I feel on top of the world at the moment. I'm going to go into the game properly. We started the game, our normal push for dominance of, being in control, mainly of possession. And just as we suspected, Tottenham Hotspur formed the low block. They played everybody behind the ball. Richarlison was their striker. Richarlison did not touch the ball for 24 minutes. I've never seen anything like that before. He was just running around. He was working hard, but he didn't even touch the ball once in 24 minutes. That's to tell you how low Tottenham Hotspur set up in this game. But we kept going. There was a chance for Declan Rice, which Vicario saved. I think that was in the 3rd minute. Bukayo Saka had two free kick shots. One went over the bar narrowly, and the other one was well saved by Vicario. So our goal came in the 36th minute by none other than Leandro Trossard. It was great work from our makeshift number 9, Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino, got the ball in midfield. I think he was fed the ball by Timber. Got the ball in midfield and found the run of Trossard. And Trossard, that goal, the first touch was very good. It was very important. He controlled the ball well and turned around. It was deflected, but turned around and shot. It was kind of deflected by Van de Ven, but it found the net. Now, Leandro Trossard is fast becoming our most important player of this season. This guy, when we are in need of a goal somewhere, when a game is so tough, this guy comes up with the good. Remember Brentford a few seasons ago? Remember Bayern Munich at home 2 seasons ago? Remember Fulham this season? Remember the winning goal against Tottenham last season? This guy has been coming up with the goods. He is our most deadly finisher at the moment as it stands. The guy is our best attacking player, to me, in my opinion. The game started and Tottenham focused on Saka. You could see Udogi, Bentancur coming to help in marking Saka, not knowing that the left side is equally as deadly as the right side. And Jet Spence was marking him one on one. Yes, you can mark Trossard one on one, but if he finds space, he uses both feet perfectly, and that is what helped us. So, like I said, in my opinion, he's becoming our most important attacker. He is almost like the first name on the team sheet this season. Because this guy there are so many goals in him. He's about 30 or 31 now. I'm so glad we didn't sell him in the summer transfer window. He was heavily linked away from Arsenal. I am one of the players that wasn't very sure about selling him. I always reiterated that him and Martinelli are very important for us. Him and Martinelli, we should keep them. These are very good players. They will come good. And both of them have really come good. Martinelli, apart from his injury, he did so well. He put in a shift. But Trossard has been, oh my God, so many match winners. So many match winners from Trossard this season. Thank God we kept him. And yeah, moving on now in the game. So Trossard opened up the floodgate. Now, the man of the match performance by none other but Eberechi Eze, whom scored a hat-trick in this game. Eberechi Eze is my brother because I'm Nigerian. He is Nigerian born, of course. And, he is an Igbo guy just like me. I think he's from Imo State, just like me. So I was so ecstatic. I was so happy. His first goal came almost at halftime. That was in the 41st minute, and a very fantastic ball from, it was Uren Timber again, that fed him that ball. And he just, he took that shot and it was kind of deflected again too, but hey, like I said, who cares? The ball found the back of the net. The second goal came at the 46th minute, 5 minutes after he scored in the first half. He scored in the 46th minute, just a minute into the second half. What can I say? The second goal was provided by none other but Declan Rice. A very nice control. Eze took that one with his left. The third goal came, so that was 3-0. Then the villain of this game, the villain of this tie, to me is, what's his name? Richarlison. He is a villain of this game. He's like a very stubborn fly that wouldn't go away. He was a nuisance to us. He's always been a nuisance anytime we play them. And he got an unlikely goal back for Tottenham. It was, to me, that goal was, I think Zubimendi was a bit indisciplined. He lacked a bit of discipline. Should have released that ball one time. So he was crowded and dispossessed of the ball. But then, this was in the halfway line. Richarlison got the ball, saw our keeper was outside of his line, and played a very beautiful volley from halfway line, and it dropped into the net. Now, this goal, I'm not going to be too hard on the keeper because we were in comfortable control of the ball in midfield. Now, but what I'm gonna blame the keeper for is this type of goal have been scored against Raya a lot. That's what worries me. This type of goal has been scored against him a whole lot. Even if we have the ball, even if the ball is in our own box, you shouldn't be leaving your line so much. You shouldn't be leaving your line so much. If an opposition team gets it right, it's just going to drop in. So that's my worry for Raya. This type of goal has been scored against him. Remember Sporting Lisbon a few years ago? It was Raya. This type of goal has been scored against him a lot. I don't like it. That is what makes me uncomfortable. So the match became 3-1, and Tottenham started to commit men forward. They became a bit braver. They came out of their shells trying to get a second goal. Unfortunately for them, Eberechi Eze completed his hat-trick. This time it was a pass from Bukayo Saka, and he scored this with his left foot. Eze scored the 3 goals with both foot, left and right foot. This guy is a gem. When we paid about £60 million for him, we were all excited because we've seen this guy in action, especially with Crystal Palace. We've seen how good he's been over the years. We know he's an exceptional player. We know if you give him space, he's going to hurt you. And all the goals were so identical at the edge of the box. That's to tell you the power this guy has. In fact, the first goal, I didn't even believe he could strike that because he was almost without a back lift. And he still played it, and he still generated power to beat Vicario. Don't forget, Vicario has been in excellent form this season. Vicario has been in excellent form for Tottenham this season. And for him to score a hat-trick against Vicario like that, that's to tell you the quality of Eberechi Eze. Eberechi Eze was bought for games like this. He doesn't really have the creative spark of Martin Odegaard, but he is a very big box threat. He is a big box threat. He's a goal threat. That is part of why we bought him. And the good thing is, Eberechi Eze can play anywhere in the forward line. If, God forbid, Mikel Merino gets injured tomorrow, all the attackers, all the number 9s get injured, Gyökeres is out, Eberechi Eze is a player we can play in that number 9 role, and he will still thrive. And he will thrive. But I have to talk about Mikel Merino. He put in a wonderful shift. He didn't score a goal. He had an assist, and he had a pre-assist. That is how a 9 should be playing. The commentator said something. After praising Mikel Merino for that wonderful pass to Leandro Trossard, the commentator, Graham Lesseau, said he doesn't think actually that Victor Gyökeres can find that pass. And that is true. Victor Gyökeres is a bullish defender. He has his own qualities. But Mikel Merino is like a kind of refined version of him. I wasn't comfortable with him starting. With him starting games, I understand this is an enforced decision. He has to start in that position because we don't have anybody. I always wanted him to come in as a sub. But today he proved me wrong, and I'm happy to, raise my hand and be like, okay, I was wrong. He was brilliant. He came back, he tracked back, helped the defense. He walked his socks off. Every single player was excellent. Every single player, we were all up for that game. The only thing that dampened this game is that goal. We didn't want to concede. Even if we were leading in 10-0, we didn't want to concede one goal. And the good thing about this game, none of the goal was from set piece. Haters, what are you going to say now? I told people that when this team clicks, to me, our first 10 games, we hadn't clicked as a team. We were scoring one of those set piece goals, carrying on. We have a good defensive unit. and we're just seeing the matches off. But we hadn't really clicked in attack. All the injured players are coming back. All the injured players are coming back. We are going to be stronger. Bayern Munich, bring them on. I want to see Bayern Munich. I have a score to settle with Bayern Munich. I want to play Bayern Munich. That game is on Wednesday. They won well in their own league. They won about 5-2 or something. They came from behind. That is what I want. That is the team I want to face. So, moving on. Eberechi Eze completed his hat-trick. And of course, we saw the game off. After the unfortunate goal we conceded from Tottenham, they didn't have a sniff. They didn't have anything to offer. It was just routine. The game became routine. We saw it off. Hincapi and Saliba put in a wonderful shift in defense. In the first half, to be honest, they didn't have to do much, But Hincapi looked very assured to me, and I was very happy with his display. He came on later. I think he had a heavy leg. Don't forget he represented his country, Ecuador, in the international break. He came back from that long distance and still made it and still played like that. So, and this is his first start in an Arsenal shirt. His first Premier League start, in an Arsenal shirt. And he put in a very good display in a game like that, in a high tension game like that. That was nothing short of sensational. Calafiori was Calafiori. He was himself. He did so well, worked hard. They shut down any threat coming from Kudus. Kudus was just a disaster. I've always said Kudus is a good player, but he chooses the games to play well in. He doesn't play well in most games. I watched him in when he was at West Ham. Just a handful of games, he played well. The others, he was just passive. Today is one of those games he was passive, maybe because Calafiori pocketed him. Timber, if Eberechi Eze hadn't scored a hat-trick, my man of the match would have been Timber. This guy, oh my goodness, this guy was just simply unplayable. This is someone that played twice, represented his country, the Netherlands, twice in the international break. He came back like he hadn't even played anything. He came back so energized. He came back, the guy was, that right side, it's like he told Saka, look, you relax, I will do all the work. And that was what he did. Timber, fantastic. Of course, the midfield of Zubimendi and Rice, they were fantastic. Apart from that lack of focus from Zubimendi for their goal, they were both good. But Declan Rice, my brother, my sisters, this guy he's a machine. Declan Rice is a machine. To me, Declan Rice is the best midfielder in the EPL. He is the best midfielder in the EPL. This guy, of course, he had an assist today. Not from a corner kick. Did you see the control for that ball for Eze? Did you see that for the second goal? This guy is fantastic. Declan Rice, to me, is the best midfielder in the EPL this season. I don't want to hear, he doesn't play 6, he doesn't play 8, he doesn't play 10. Declan Rice is the best midfielder for me in the EPL this season. So those two, that double pivot, it helps the defense a lot. Tottenham had no sniff, they had no, at a point I had pity on Tottenham. I felt sorry for them, you know. So moving on the players. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka, he did well, especially in the first half. In the second half, he kind of fizzled out a little bit. I'm kind of concerned about him. He shouldn't be that quiet in games. Moving to the midfield, moving to the attacking midfield. Eze, man of the match performance, 5 out of 5 stars. This guy is a gem. This guy is our man. This guy has finally woken up. I criticized him in my last post. I thought he hadn't really lived up to his billing, to what we know that he can offer. And what a time to unleash his best in the North London derby against Tottenham. What a time. Don't forget, Tottenham wanted to buy him. He was almost on the verge of signing for Tottenham. Excuse me. He was on the verge of signing for Tottenham when we came calling. And he said when we came calling, it was a no-brainer for him. It was a no-brainer. And of course, he joined us. I am happy he joined. And like I said, what a time for this guy to join us. Next, we go to Leandro Trossard. What can I say about this guy? Sometimes he could be annoying, but this guy, his finishing, he is a box threat. He is the player for Arsenal that opponents are supposed to be doubling on. No longer Saka. Trossard is the one they're supposed to be doubling on. This guy, like I said earlier, he is becoming our most important attacker this season. It's just like the whole players wait for him. They wait for him to open up the floodgate of goals. Most times when he scores, we win. So I'm happy. He put in a good shift. He don't forget I think he assisted. No, he assisted the third goal. The third is a goal, I think. Yeah, he did assist the third is a goal. Not Bukayo Saka, I'm sorry. He did assist the third is a goal. You know. And so like I said, he was simply unplayable. He was great. The next person is Mikel Merino. I have already spoken about him. He had an excellent goal. He linked up with the attackers as a 9. That is what we want. He's a big center forward, and his link-up play, because he's a very technical player. That is what people don't know. So moving on, like I said earlier, it was a very dominant derby display by the Gunners. I have no issue apart from the goal they scored, but it's all good. 4-1. Come on, guys. Come on, IK. Come on. 4-1. Come on. That was a comprehensive win. The squad is getting stronger. Like I said earlier, people are coming back. The rest of the players are coming back, the injured players. Madueke, it was good to see Madueke today. We saw what he could offer. We're happy about that. Martinelli was on the bench. Odegaard should be ready for Bayern, at least for Bayern. If not for Bayern, for the next game with Chelsea. So, like I said earlier, this was a swashbuckling game. We are in swashbuckling form as well. This was a fantastic. I thought this was going to be a 2-0, 2-1 game. I never thought it was going to be a 4-1 game. But, I'm very glad. I'll take it. I am ecstatic about it. And, and long may this continue. Our next game in the league is Chelsea. Remember, their second is going to be first against second. That game is not going to be easy. Chelsea is all up for it. Chelsea they have been good. I think they are second and they merit that position. That position of second, they've worked hard. They brushed aside Burnley yesterday, But it was a win we expected them to It was a game we expected them to win. They duly won it. They did their job. So that will be a very tough game. And we are going to Stamford Bridge. Don't forget, we're going away. It's going to be a very tough game. But I have no issues. I have no problem. We are going to win the league. This is our season to win the league. Not London forever. Arsenal forever. This is our year, and I can't wait for May. We are competing, like I always say, I don't care about the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Maybe the FA Cup, yes. But these two big competitions, we are in it, and we are in it to win it. And that will be the end of my show today. Join me tomorrow after the Manchester United game to talk about the predictions we made last week, Thursday. And we'll talk about it, see what I got wrong, see what I got right, and just give a general analysis. So remember to push that like button. Remember to subscribe, and until next time is goodbye.